Merhaba arkadaşlar, yeni bir bölüme daha hoş geldiniz. Evet, ana görev, değil mi? Ana görev kaldı. Aynen, ana göreve devam ediyoruz. Ne varmış benim üstümde? Hi. O zaman şunu bir satalım ya.
What do you get for all that work? A cook in your back.
Bir satalım da kendimize gelelim.
Kiss a dog's ass. Hammer and Geralt.
Geralt. Geralt. İyi, param var. Şunları bırakaydık iyiydi. Şunu hala satamıyorum. Pardon çocuğum. Oğlum. Gelen geçen tavır koyuyor. Roach ne yapıyorsun dostum? Çıkın yolumda. Oha. Koca adam atı durdu. Çarptık ve bir şey olmadı yani. Evet, biz durduk. Ne demek burada yapamazsın?
Go, go. Who would have thought?
Koşsak daha mı hızlı giderdik ya? Ulan burada levha varmış. Bakmadım bile haritaya. Kus. Kus abisi. Dakika ya. Tamam. Görüde.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
O kemerle senin götünü. Neyse. İki diyelim ya.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the
Seninki
boy.
adalet olmuyor dostum.
All you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Döversin.
Any last
Oğlum. Bu ne ya?
What's the?
Bir
I'm investigating.
kontrol kontrol gelmedi ya. Allah'ım ya. Dur ya.
Listen.
Puan ben kaybedemem kardeşim. Böyle bir şey yok.
Let
What? You'll
Yeah, I
know.
no.
Don't have.
When
It's oh,
I am young man with it.
I
worth.
what's
Thank.
Saçmalık. Bu mu acaba? Ya.
What's the meaning?
I'm investigating.
Of.
And come on.
Of. Buraları keseceğiz.
Listen,
What?
but
And so
one of you.
let
What?
I should.
You'll
Yes, I
no work.
no.
Don't have the.
When
It's sick.
Oh,
I am. Young man, with it. In pot.
I leave.
worth.
What's
Thank.
Tabii ki satacağız.
Geralt.
What? So,
Don't send the whip away those running riot.
bootlegs don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Tabii böyle bir şey var. Yemişim bonusunu ya.
So how would you explain?
you can't.
Fickle.
I'll.
Leave it.
Just
Babası diyeceğim.
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brood.
I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw patrons to his own stall. So back away, drift.
Not gonna.
Won't it?
We'll break your legs, vagrant.
Teach you to help scofflaws and cheats.
Tackle him!
Ne?
Now from the
Benim ama ya. Ne vurdum be.
bat move. Kill the grey dongler for love half-breed. I'll take him from the left. All together.
Wow dostum. Yüzüyorsun.
Come on. Bat move.
Adamlar iyi vuruyor ha.
Circle him! Circle him!
Dur teyze. Ah.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Obstructing my investigation.
Aynen öyle. Cezasını çeksinler.
Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
Hadi bakayım. Evet 2-3 dakikamızı yediler ya.
You're very good with your fists, sir.
Tabii ki.
Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow. So,
Akıllı çocuk.
what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it.
Sana ben para verdim
Listen,
merak.
I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please.
Kırma çocuğu, yaratıcıma da otur. 3-5 kron fırlatacağız zaten.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival. Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it ring out loud and clear.
Çıkarcı velet.
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign.
Geralt çok
I want a
güzel
new box
şaşırdı
too.
ama.
New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Para bok bizde.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Direkt ben 500 veriyorum kardeşim.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does
Bu arada çocuk bizi soydu.
Now, if I might intercede, I dare say
Yani-
I've the right question to ask.
Yararlı bir bilgi
You
yok.
see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Para da kazandım. Keyfin gıcırdır. Ne aldık? Bu değil. Sen bir gel. Sen bir gel. Sen bir gel. Oo. Dur. İç gitsin.
Handle that kid.
Ne var? Bir kesme.
Pretty well.
Satamıyorum.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the
Dur
right
dur.
thing to
Ben
bribe
bonus
them
alıp
with.
geliyorum. Sen bekle beni orada, ben bonus alıp geliyorum.
A man who dare not down some wretch is a man whose wife's like to thump his head.
Geralt yatağa girmek için çok işkence çekiyorsun dostum.
Love, youth, adventure.
Oh, Lepiot.
Ne piyanta?
My legs are wilting.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Seni kuzgunlar dostum. Karga kuzgun aynı şeyin hiçbir fikrim yok.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Adam vampir duman olabiliyor.
Nice. Ever considered becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would
çok
take
iyi.
me well. Come.
Çok iyi ya.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Bakıyoruz dostum.
Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Ama şantajcı
Any
önemli.
idea what it could be?
Blackmailer.
Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed, Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlef yourself, whoever it is someone new.
İyi bakalım.
Who's Renowed?
It's one
Ben de niye iyi
type
bakalım diyorum ki.
of
Onu
soul
2 defa
human
bitirdim
woman
zaten.
very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world.
Abi hikayeyi bozmayayım.
I strive to continue.
Gerçi bugüne kadar hep bozdum da.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas.
Düşes'in kardeşiyle Detlef'in sevgilisi aynı ama şu an daha o anlamda öğrenmedi. Gerçek adı Ziyan.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will. I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlef grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Detlef's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Garip.
Detlef
Vampirlerin
ever try
anlayışı.
to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that.
Ya da
And hard
kendini
to foresee
kaçınmış
what
gibi
he's prepared to
gösterdi.
do to free her, get her back.
Kimsenin aklına şimdilik gelmiyor bu.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Bakarız Geralt'cığım. Haydi bakalım.
Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home. Before the...
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter, all of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite, rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Tamam.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Regis. Dostum.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Tamam dostum. Dur oğlum yukarı çıkacağım. Orada bir mavilik daha var. Tamam.
Geralt, I'd never wish to give the impression I do not enjoy your company. The truth is quite the opposite.
Hadi gitsene lan diyecek şimdi.
However,
Yeah, I know. Detlef's not likely to show up as long as I'm here. But 5 minutes won't hurt, will it?
I suppose not. I was wrong to press you to go. You wish to ask something?
Şu muhabbeti
Meaning to
bitirelim.
ask you, how do you and Detlef meet?
A somewhat uncomfortable subject.
I'm all ears and I got time.
As you well know, during my teething years I had a spell during which I abused blood. Among vampiric youth I was, all false modesty aside, rather popular. I ran with the plasma crowd. I made a great many acquaintances, one of whom was Detlef. But our paths soon diverged. You see, our band had an appetite for chasing youthful capers. Blood-guzzling contests, that sort of thing. Let's turn into bats and terrify the ladies. Detlef thought it all foolish. He was right, of course. Though I only came to understand this later.
Sorry, just can't imagine you as a young vampire rabble-rouser, renegade, punk.
Güzel
You
gidiyor.
know of
Gerçekten.
our exceedingly long lifespans. They allow us plenty of time to change. I, for one, thank the gods for that.
Just wondering, what if Detlef doesn't show?
He'll show.
Tell me, how's this work? When I need a short answer, concise, quick, you're likely to give me a scholarly lecture. But when I could use some details, elaboration, all I get is a few grunts. What's that about?
Allow me to explain. When speaking of facts, tangible matters, I do indeed strive to express myself precisely and at length. However, when our discussions center on affairs of the intuition or things vampiric, my utterances are indeed towards the taciturn. For even the longest discourse would not allow me to explain to my interlocutor any issue of this purview satisfactorily. Therefore, I repeat, Detlef will show, sooner or later.
Tamam. Diyorum ben.
Take care, Regis.
Evet. Şuraya bir gidelim. Oradan daha kolay olur.
Life soils one's imagination. Oh, big bugs. Grouping them.
Evet.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher. I was not mistaken.
You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
İki dediğimde sıçıyorduk galiba. Bir deyince de sıçacağız galiba, bilmiyorum.
Found the beast of Beauclair. Just couldn't kill it.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its
Hurafe.
heart.
Hurafeleri
Garlic's useless
seviyorum.
against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Evet. Mantık bakın.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
İki diyelim ya. Daha önce de iki dedim ama bir deyince ne oluyor hiçbir fikrim yok. İki deyince tırstırıyorsunuz adamı. Adamları bölüme gönder dediğinizde ama hadi bir diyelim ya, neyse.
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
Yapma ya.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
Yani
You have
şeyleri
not seen my
söylüyorlar.
guardsmen in action.
Hemen.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Var dostum var. Bir rahat ol.
Try to
Kasılma.
talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmail? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires,
Mantıklı soru.
they're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Bacım biz de onun için uğraşıyoruz.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher.
Hemen
You
etkilendin
may
mi?
be right.
Hemen
Do you
etkilendin.
know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Abi.
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
Şarapların
Benoit, can you
kralım
determine
diyeyim,
which
ne
wine
diyelim.
made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint-Réal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Tabii.
Saint-Réal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint-Réal, it is Saint-Réal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
Geralt'cığım.
I hope you do not
Seve
suppose
seve
we will
gideceksin.
sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you
Senin
gentlemen
suratına
finally agree on
yeniden
something.
şekil verecekler
But
dostum.
I've made my decision.
Bekle.
We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Haydi gidek.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Tamam yavrum. Bak düşün.
This vampire.
This Vampire için sen 306. Valla geçecek gibiyiz de hayırlısı.
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Hadi önden gidin.
Move it.
Sıkıştırmayın lan beni. Terbiyesizler.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Kork. Ben şaşırdım, korkmadım da. Ne oluyor? Olololololo. Gel. Çık önümden.
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate we happened by.
Thanks.
Roach. Gel.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castelravello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant, could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Ya bacım geldik. Tabi eğer neyse onu ileride anlatırım. Belki unutabilirim, şimdi söyleyeyim. Şimdi bu şantajı yapan kişi düşesin kardeşi. Görev sırasında düşesin kardeşi ölür, düşes hayatta kalırsa, Detlef hayatta kalırsa, yani sonuçta Detlef'in hayatta kalıp kalması önemli değil de, düşesin kardeşi ölürse hapse düşüyorsunuz, Dandelion gelip sizi kurtarıyor.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castelravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
Oh.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal
Ne
invitation.
oldu? Göt oldun mu?
Which is to say,
I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Atmost.
of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
The Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Tamam.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me,
Hatun
where is the
taşaklı.
Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Yalçın gidelim hadi.
We shall wait here.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Talk to the commander.
Ne güzel domalıyoruz. Neyse. Bokumu çıkartmayalım. Ya buralarda alacak çok şey var. Çok. Ben almıyorum. Siz. Alıyorum lan. Dayanamadım.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present.
Dur canım.
Here's the inventory ledger.
Dur. Toplayayım. Toplamazsam olmaz. Yağma. Para bok ama. Dayanamıyorum ben aslında. Bu oyunu bir daha sıfırdan oynayacağım galiba. Sıfırdan oynayıp sonra tekrar yeni oyun yapıp yani oyun iyi ya. Oyun sağlam. Önce yağmalayacağımızı yağmalayalım, sonra direkt göreve başlarız. Okay.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Şimdi yanlış hatırlamıyorsam burada değil. Ops. Bu değil. Buydu. Evet. Buydu.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Şimdi hangisiydi? Abi ortadakinden biriydi ama.
Full?
Şimdi deneyim. Abi. Tek tek hepsini kontrol mü ettireceğim? Bu mu ya? Yapacağımız şey tüküreyim. Çöp. Oğlum nasıl bir baktır ya?
Full.
Hah.
This one's full too.
Şu. Bu da değil.
Full.
Ha, sol köşeymiş.
This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Abi değil.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of sangria? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready, we can start.
Ya Anandeta fuck dur go ya.
Step aside.
Bu ya da soldaki. Ay düştü.
So,
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
Hiç.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio, let's see what he has to say about it.
What do you have to say? Hartos'tan geldi aklıma. Oo, tokat
Master
attı.
Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me.
Sana
He
merhamet
called
göstermesek
himself a
bile
diplomat,
söke söke
well
alacağız.
connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Wine itself, how'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. armed men, the kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it, have it ready to deliver.
That's
Kapışacağız.
enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Tamam. Buraya. Başlayabiliriz diyelim.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Neden kapışacağız? Videoyu sonlandırmak istiyordum ama neyse.
Relax. Now we wait.
Görüntüye bak, çok iyi ya.
Our favorite vintner.
It's not him.
Güzel kullanıyorsun. Crossbow. Oo, kapışacağız. Hadi. Lay lay lay lay.
All together!
Katliam oldu lan burada. Bak sen. Ya oğlum bir çık, sen hasar veremiyorsun, bırak bana. Neyse ya, takmayacağım.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
İki demeyin. Bir deyin. Yani ben de bundan önce hep iki dedim. Hep yani umursamıyormuş gibi ama adamı takdir ettim. Takdir edin.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men.
Sana karşı öyle.
At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Çok iyi.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it.
Wait.
Yeah.
He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be.
Abi aksi niye kullanmıyoruz?
I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one.
Yüzde sorumlu
The
hatta.
first barrel went to a warehouse at the port.
Böyle bir
But
durumda
where
kimse
this one
inanmaz
was
ha.
bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Yani ben o kılıçları almayacağım. Siz almak istiyorsanız al.
Let's go to town.
Tamam. Bitirmek istiyorum. Bir türlü bitmiyor. Bölüm.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to
Kalçaların
know.
çok iyi ama.
How can you be so damned calm?
Witcher mutations.
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Centrion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centrion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centrion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Centrion accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Centrion's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Centrion gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Centrion. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Centrion truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Geleceğim düşesim. Evet millet, bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın.